Yep. Okay. And it's that time of the week again, Daniel, where I
It is.
say we need to make our intro longer, but here we go. I'm not convinced that that's actually right. Oh no, it is. I must be getting old. I
Wait,
just
you
can't
are
remember
getting
the
old.
buttons that I pushed last week to make this actually work.
I mean, we're both getting. I mean, we aren't we all getting old? Like
Yes,
just every
even the
day.
babies.
We're all getting old, so it's okay.
Hmm.
It's
But
all
it
quite all
used to
right.
be I never admitted that. I would say I'm not going to be old till I'm 100. So probably I'll
Oh,
never get old. That's
oh.
more about maturity though, rather than physical age.
Oh, if we're talking maturity, I'm in trouble. I think.
Yes, you are.
I think maybe.
Every zero people that's watching this right now, but all the
Well, we.
thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, that'll catch this live stream later. This is the live message sorting center for the 365 Message Center show, where we'll go through our messages like we do, and have a chat with whoever passes along, like
Yes.
the um, like I don't know. No, I was trying to
Uh
come up
oh.
with some analogy here, but it'll probably be offensive. Like if we were sitting on the side of the road, Daniel. No,
Hmm.
we're on a porch
Oh,
as
porch.
old men sitting in rocking chairs and calling out to people as they're going past on the path. Hey, didn't you know about the 365 updates that happened in Teams? Get off my lawn, but come over here and listen to this.
I don't know about that, but I think there. There'll be a time where we're like, back in my day, we
We already do
actually,
that.
we actually, you know, cared
Come
about
on.
updates.
That is the very tone of voice and accent. Hey Casper, the very tone and accent that I hear when someone says, "Well, back in my day when we were doing BPOS, or when we were working with SharePoint, when it was what was that first service that was part of Windows Server but wasn't? You know, I forget. It was
Windows. Are you talking about WSS or?
WSS. That's the
Yes.
one. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, oh yeah, I've been in the SharePoint scene since WSS. I hear that. I've been in the SharePoint scene
Oh
since
my.
WSS, and you youngins don't know what it is when you had to fill out metadata back then. It was really terrible.
Well, back in my day, I
See?
started with Portal Server 2001. Anyway,
Come on,
yes, I agree
engage the
with you.
old voice.
Back in my day, when we
That's
had to
better.
build the search server service by
As a separate
hand,
server with an SQL server and something.
by hand.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyway,
and if you liked our impersonations of old men, which it's kind of difficult for us to do since we're so young, we're
that's right.
whippersnappers. Go ahead and hit the donate button down below, and send us some moolah, so we can actually pay for lunch tomorrow. Anyway,
Pay for our medication.
yeah, no kidding. Oh yeah,
Okay. So
Casper, STS
messages.
admin ADM. Oh my goodness! Back in
You
my
see,
day, before PowerShell, we had
trigger
STS
points.
ADM.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Anyway,
So you're saying you're old too, Casper? Okay, very good.
or he
Uh,
he read about it. I don't think he said anything.
oh,
He just read
he
about
just
it.
looked it up just now.
Yeah, just looked it up. Right, Casper, you're not right.
Uh,
All right,
no, of course not. Shall I share
you
and
shall.
get on with it?
Get on with it.
Get
Absolutely.
on with it.
Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
Statler and Waldorf. Waldorf.
I
Waldorf
never
cylinder.
remember their names. I don't
It's
know.
the Statler part that I forget.
Really?
Yeah. But it's kind of like that German pen manufacturer. Like, my whiteboard pen's a Statler. In fact, my chalk is Statler, so it's just not spelled the same.
I use Expo.
Mm,
Maybe
very
we should get a
nice.
sponsorship. That's what we should do. Expo needs to
Bic
sponsor
pens.
us.
Bic pens.
Bic.
Yeah, Bic.
All right, let's do it.
Let's. From the bottom now we're here.
Mm.
This is one, right? Wow, check out the summary.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Blankety blank hex code something something. All the markup. So Outlook, check in to see who was working nearby in your office. So this is using the kind of, not necessarily places, but using that feature of this is where I'm planning to work. So
Yeah,
I can't read the summary.
Well, yeah, that's a nice summary. But it seems like the summary is just a copy paste from the message itself,
yeah.
anyway.
It is.
What I don't understand is how you're supposed to check in. Like, it would be nice to have screenshots here, but it's like after check-in, you'll be able to see other colleagues' confirmations and stuff.
Does that mean that there's the concept of you plan? So you say these are the you do this in your calendar.
Yeah.
But you've actually got to confirm it by checking in.
It says the check-in option does not appear if a user has not set their work location or has set it to remote or out of office. So if you set it to in office and then you will see a check-in of some sort. We don't have a screenshot, so we have no earthly idea what it's supposed to look like. Then you'll see other people that have checked in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're engineering stuff where we don't need to be. It seems like check-in should be you do this. Oh, there's Sally. Oh, John's on the other side there. I see them. Like what? Why are we having?
If you can.
Yeah, but
you can though. I mean,
go to the water cooler. This seems like it's we can't have people like talking. Like walking around the office with their coffee cup trying to find the people they want to talk to. They have to do electronically check in and go hide in their cube. Yeah, I'm here, but I don't want to talk to you.
It's a big org feature, which is either spread across multiple floors or buildings or campuses or whatever else.
Yeah, but I get what does nearby mean?
Well, yeah, good. Like definition wise, is it nearby in terms of personal network and like Bluetooth, or does it extend across the floor?
Right. Is it the in my network, like my manager and people that report to my manager and their manager, or is it more like nearby or just in the same building of where I said I was going to be?
Yeah. Where are the borders drawn? Is it neighborhoods? If you're using the activity-based working style of open floor plan offices.
Yeah, I just feel like this is over-engineering the problem. I don't know.
You know what? If we could just go back and grab that feature from Skype for Business that was like, I see you're on this network.
Yeah, exactly.
You are checked in because you're actually
like,
on it.
But that might invade our privacy, so we don't want to.
Meh.
But you're on a company device doing company work.
Device.
A company
there's a
network.
Router, there's a switch, there's a something else.
You're getting paid.
That pathway to the perimeter of the internet sort of thing, the external place. So yeah, I know that you're in this building. Cool. Welcome.
Daryl, I think this message has gotten me grumpy. I've started off grumpy.
Let's move on.
I don't like this message. I think it's.
No,
I mean,
let's not do it.
Yeah, I'm going to unmark it.
Good. And it felt good to be Statler and Waldorf on our chairs. Call that a message? That's pathetic. Couldn't even change the markup. All right, on with it. Viva Insights. What admin assign delegate access for? What are they accessing? You can assign or remove delegates for managers using PowerShell commandlets. Come on, what? Are we doing this? This is a bit granular. managers that use PowerShell to access Viva Insights.
No, this is for admins to do it.
Okay.
Managers can do it themselves. They can delegate for
Mm.
Viva Insights. This is saying you can do it for managers via PowerShell because they're too lazy
Delegate
or,
organizational
you know,
insights.
they have too many.
Oh,
I mean,
see.
when you're
Yes,
delegating,
yes.
when you're doing this delegation, it's for people who are not really managing people, to be honest. They're
Yeah.
they're more about managing the business. You know, they're
Mm.
C-level people do not manage people. That's just not, in my experience, that's not what they do. So they don't. You want me to go into what and click what and designate a who? No, I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. You know, so this is so admins can do it for them.
Yep.
I'm unstarring it.
Jeffrey, go and find out for me how many people are actually using Copilot.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
But you have permission. No, I'm delegating that to you.
Right.
However, if you can come over here, I'm delegating you to sit in front of my computer right now and delegate it to yourself.
No.
so then you
While I go to a meeting, I have heard that so
Oh,
many
yeah,
times.
that's
Is
great.
could you
That's
meet me at this
fantastic.
time? Sure. You go to their office and they're like, "Okay, sit here and do this. I'll be back in an hour. You know,
Mhm.
let me know how it went."
But
Okay.
don't look at that folder.
Well,
All right. Copilot Studio.
yeah.
Use application lifecycle management. And you and I made a chat in the green room before this
Mm.
message sorting discussion that Copilot Studio is new to writing messages for the message center, aren't they? Aren't they?
Yes. We had this conversation. Absolutely.
Mm.
So they don't have they don't have the summary. They don't have, they're new to the needing information. This one is for Power Platform, who are also maybe
Newish.
needing training on how to fill out messages.
Message center snobs is what we are.
That's
we
right.
have standards.
Back in my day,
Oh.
this message is basically saying for those plugins you created in Copilot Studio, you'll be able to move environments. So in the Power Platform, there are this concept of environments where you can create solutions and deploy things to. And it's kind of lifecycle management, right? You develop in your own environment and then you can push to the production environment through other stages if you want other environments. So this is just allowing that to happen.
Okay.
I don't want to
Right.
talk about it anymore. So I'm
No,
unstarring
you
that one
just
too.
have. You're excused.
Well,
This is great.
hey,
No, you know,
this is great for the sorting show because we're actually talking about stuff and then people can
Yep.
get value for all the people that are watching right now.
you get it off your chest and you don't have to touch it again.
Well,
Oh, look,
this-
here's another places.
But
Here's another places.
it is properly formatted and has screenshots, so I think we should give
Wow.
a little bit of more attention to this one than others. That'll teach them.
Yeah.
That'll teach those
Alright.
Power Platform and Copilot message writers.
So auto release and check-in for Microsoft Places. Is this related to meeting rooms though? So new
Mhm.
ways for users to check into meeting rooms and prevent rooms from automatically releasing. After this rollout, customers will be able to check in through the Teams chat and email for all enabled rooms. Oh, so they don't have to just walk over and tap the check-in button. They could just do this with chat or email. I'm here. I joined the meeting. I'm sending a chat to the meeting that's currently running, so clearly we're in the room. No?
Well, I think so. If you're looking at the screenshots that's
Yep.
showing here, it is checking in via the console,
Correct.
but then
So it's that first bullet point.
yeah,
Attendee can check in joining a meeting through the Teams rooms. So that is, they are in the room and they're clearly connected to the Teams rooms device. So it
Right.
might be like a cable. They're connecting to the screen in the room. So clearly they're in the room.
Yep.
That's the check-in. Good.
So before they can do that, and then after, yep, what you were just saying, An attendee. Okay, so what's new? The organizer
Checking through the chat.
or an attendee. It's that third bullet. The organizer or an attendee can check in through Teams chat. Like, yep. So that would be. So when you get into chat, So basically, when you, as an organizer, you join the meeting. In the chat, it's going to prompt you, do you want to check in to this Teams room device? And so that's what's
That's helpful. That's good.
I agree. So you don't actually have to
Get out of your seat and stick your
Well,
arm around the corner and open the door and tap the.
Yes, and this is one thing that I see two scenarios here. One is now you don't, I mean, it's possible you could rethink the way you put your devices in the room. So it doesn't have to be totally accessible, on the thing, and you could have it over in the corner, and when people come, they can just join the meeting and click the check in. They don't have to go all the way over there and do that, in the corner.
Well, no, that's usually because they usually have a panel on the table, so you can control things like letting people in or muting or whatever. It's usually the panel on the outside of the door, which I think will still stay there because people need to know, that's a meeting that's running in this room. Or,
Sure.
It's free, so I'm going to book it.
Right. And the other is, I think, just because an organizer might not be in the room, and so people just come to the room and sit down. They don't know that they're supposed to do all those, check in on the thing. Well, I can check in for them.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the chat or something. So I don't know. That's interesting. We don't normally do Teams rooms things because it's very specialized.
Niche.
But I don't know. This one seems enough interesting to maybe
Quick
put it in the.
mention-ish?
To maybe we stick it on the. And those here who are live, Casper's the only one right now that has joined the chat anyway.
Someone's just okay. Yep.
Let us know if you say no to this one, but we're gonna put it. I'm thinking maybe in the maybe.
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 Come on. Give us a tag. Is it called maybe this week?
Maybe. Oh, maybe.
That's not how the song goes.
Oh. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Maybe.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
Leaving it there. Copilot Studio used generative actions. Generative actions feature Copilot Studios. This will allow you to replace traditional natural language based approach for topical triggering. Okay. So looking for the mention of topics in that.
Instead, your Copilot uses GPT to select one or more topics or actions to respond to a user's query.
Sorry, I'm. If I was going to say how deep am I in Power Platform and creating stuff with code, or sorry, what was it? Low code, no code. I'm not even ankle deep. I'm not even toe deep. I'm standing on the shore watching the kids and saying, "Hey, don't swim out too far. Come back in.
Back in my day, we used to wear floaties.
You're in a rip right now." Yeah. Want to talk about it?
I mean, I kind of understand it, but I don't think this is, I don't know. Again, if you're watching live, you want us to talk about it. I don't think it's big enough for us to talk about.
I think as newcomers to the message center for writing messages, we see this pattern.
Yeah.
That sometimes product groups are still figuring out how to use this. It's not a marketing engine.
Right.
Let people know that things are coming, but kind of provide a bit more as to why and what.
Yeah, and I mean, they even say it at the very bottom there, like, it's for awareness and no actions needed. Well, that's what a blog post is for. It's not what the message center's for.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's big enough, this is just not, I don't know. Sell me on it. It doesn't seem like it's a big enough change to warrant that. Moving right along. New Microsoft Outlook for Windows and Web. Again, we have the product name. And then pin the favorites section. Yeah.
It's weird. I thought this was something that we could do already, but pin the favorites. Pin the favorite section or pin to favorites. Soon allow users to pin a favorites section to the top of the folders list.
Pin a favorites to the top.
Oh, look at the pictures because they are there. Yay. Unpin to favorites, pin to favorites, show favorites. Well, that's the favorite section.
Yeah.
You can pin to the top. Is that what they're saying?
Well, you can't. You can add to favorites right now, a folder. You can say add that to favorites, but after you have it from favorites, all you can do is remove it. So maybe. Interesting.
Are they just changing the words about pin or unpin or add and remove?
Mate. I don't know what this is.
No. Let's quickly have a look at my own mailbox.
I was just looking. I still don't. Easily access your most used folders by pinning a favorites section at the top of the Outlook folder.
Mine's already at the top.
But a section? So you can pin
The
a
favorite section
favorites
is
section.
pinned.
Like you can create another favorites?
Can pin another, add to favorites. I'm adding another folder. Yeah, it appears in favorites. I can remove from favorites. Okay. Beside favorites, I can add a favorite. Oh, actually, I haven't done that
After this
before.
rollout, users can choose to keep the favorites section pinned to the top of the list, and only the rest of the folders will scroll. Oh, okay.
That's the
Now
best description.
we got it. If you don't get that sentence, then
No.
you
Where was
missed
that?
the whole
Sorry.
point. Wow.
Is
First
it
paragraph.
down near the image?
First paragraph, but under summary, the last sentence. Phew, that was difficult.
After this rollout, users can choose to keep the favorite section pinned to the top of the list.
Yep.
See, that's the problem. The action, this is what was catching us both out. The action of pinning is what you do to add something to a list.
Yep.
But what they're meaning is keeping that whole section visible, a bit like freezing and unfreezing the top row in an
Exactly. In
Excel spreadsheet.
Excel. That's
Yep,
100% it. Yep.
Yeah.
Phew.
Maybe they should use freeze.
Yeah, like that's the problem is that you're pinning. I mean, people think about they're pinning a favorite, but you're not really. You're adding to the favorites. A
Yeah.
folder, you're adding to favorites. So you're anyway. Wow, that took us a long time.
But you know what?
It's the end of
Let's
the
make
week.
that a quick mention so we can actually explain what it means.
I agree because it's got to be confusing
Yes.
to people. If it confused us, surely it confused somebody else. Sure,
Or maybe we're just of the same ilk, Daniel.
maybe,
And that,
but
did you add the syntax pay-as-you-go one to your list? I did because I thought you might want to
Yes.
talk about it. But yeah, okay. So you do.
I did add to it. It doesn't mean I have to talk about it.
Yeah. What's changing here? Simple document processing pre-built model. Pay-as-you-go service is a new pre-built model that uses optical character recognition to detect the primary language of the file, key value pairs, tables, selection marks. So it's for those who aren't subscribed to using Syntax on an ongoing basis, but they want to use it for a period of time. It's pay-as-you-go, and here's some of the core value that it can recognize tables and barcodes and selection marks using this pre-built model.
Yeah. In pre-built models, you can have multiple. I believe this is true. Oh my goodness. Again, it's end of the week and my brain is so fried. But I'm pretty sure in pre-built models, you can actually have more than one on a library. Unstructured, you can't. You can only have one. I believe that's right. Oh my gosh. Please somebody confirm or correct me. So this is saying this is a pre-built model to be able to extract some useful information. But it looks like it's, I mean, from the screenshot, it looks like it's pulling out model trained to automatically extract key info from general documents.
File number, location, some other number.
Yeah, it's getting like this is.
It has extracted. Interesting.
It can also detect the primary language. Cool. I mean, it's just another model type, which is nice because the pre-built models have had some limitations, but
Well,
I don't know that.
No,
I don't know. I don't know that this is worth going too much into, to be honest. It may be. I just don't know that it is. Anybody watching wants us to cover that, let us throw it in chat. But I don't know that just having another pre-built model, I'm not sure that is. Is that okay, Daryl, if I say that? I don't want to hurt your feelings.
That is fine. No, I'm fine with it. I will let it go.
Okay. Intra
And
ID.
move on to the next.
Expansion of WhatsApp as an MFA. Interesting. Started leveraging it as something you could use for MFA in India and Indonesia, but now.
So it would send through one-time passwords to your WhatsApp account, and then you would use the code and.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this is for starting December. Users in India and other countries may start receiving it in WhatsApp. If a user with WhatsApp back to SMS. So, just to be clear, this is for everybody. And I don't know that we have
Starting
the answer.
in December, users in India and other countries. So that and other countries. So
yeah,
because
because
the world.
They initially did Indonesia and India, and now it's India. They took it away from India because of issues, I guess, and now reintroducing it with expansion to more countries. What more countries?
Well, other countries.
Yeah, but
is there a list here of countries that are supported?
I'm looking. I don't see it.
No.
So that would have been important for them to include
Supported countries.
Yeah. But I do like this. Additionally, if you don't want your users to receive MFA text messages through WhatsApp, you may disable it. Please note that we highly encourage organizations move to using more modern secure methods like Microsoft Authenticator and passkeys. So we're enabling this less secure thing, but we really wish you wouldn't use it.
But it's on a spectrum. It is more secure than SMS.
On a spectrum, yes, maybe, but you're relying on a third-party service still. So can WhatsApp be hacked? I don't know. Maybe, given the right circumstances, and maybe. I don't know. Interesting.
Everything's hackable, right?
I guess.
Except those air-gapped machines that Hollywood Studios use for working.
Ooh, Hollywood Studios. I love that.
I know. It's just
Every once in a while, I see
watched
those.
this really interesting video on how the movies are sourced and formatted for all the different airlines, and it was really interesting. Like, yeah,
Interesting.
I'll maybe share a link somewhere. But it was basically one or two core media companies that work with the studios to get copies of the movies, raw copies, like in the gigabits of massive, and they actually go through and edit them to about 19 different formats.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, that was quite a side step. We don't need to cover this one,
I don't think so.
do we?
Maybe we
I think
want
it's
to
interesting
expand
that
our
WhatsApp is an
reach to
option,
India.
but-
We could.
What do you mean? There's plenty of people from India that watch our show.
I think so, but maybe we could expand it.
Okay. All right. All installed agents. I'm so disappointed there's no product name in front. All installed agents, including erstwhile Microsoft.
I don't know what that is.
Erstwhile
It's got to be a mistype,
Microsoft
right?
365 Copilot plugins can now be accessed via one location in Copilot. We are changing where plugins are. I thought they were called extensions now. Or have they gone back to calling them plugins?
Listen, you need to keep up with the times. They're agents.
Oh, sorry. But they're calling them plugins.
An erstwhile plugins.
Whoa! They actually call them erstwhile. Right here.
Yeah.
Is erstwhile a plugin or a style of plugin?
I'm thinking we're style. Oh, maybe I don't know what that.
I have to. Hang on.
I'm going to ask Copilot. What does that word mean?
Erstwhile.
Obviously, I don't know.
Former. Like the erstwhile. Okay, that's a. Yeah. Erstwhile
Why?
is former.
Who wrote this?
Some scholar
Who wrote
included
this?
erstwhile plugins. Former plugins.
Good, thank you.
Former would be so much better. I thought someone had leaned on the keyboard and misspelt a word. Like this, you know, like
Mm. Okay.
erstwhile.
Mm.
Okay. Now we know. I feel so educated.
I did too. I'm going to use it.
Erstwhile. Actually, that's going to be a game between you and I. See how many times we can use erstwhile in our recording. in our segues.
Oh my gosh.
So, enough of that. What they're meaning is it was formerly known as plugins.
Yeah, former plugins will be there.
And it is in that new location. It is up in the top of the Copilot panel. That's where you'll find your agents.
Here's the. Oh, so this is. They're. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good thing this is not a podcast, eh? Because it would be.
I know we're like they're changing where you enable those. So, it's going to be in the ellipsis at the top instead of in the chat box down below.
Yeah, that's my main takeaway. It used to be in the chat box.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, where you were pointing, and now you've got to enable it up there, which is totally hidden. Like you know, because it used to have that icon where you would click on it. Users knew what that meant now, and now you're taking it away. Who moved my cheese? Microsoft.
And once they are enabled, then they are at the top of that panel to use.
I don't know about that.
Get Copilot agents, create agents, chats. What is this panel anyway? This is not the actual chat.
Yeah, those are chats.
This is the chat history. This is saying this is what I talked about yesterday.
And I hate it's called chat. I just want to say that and move on, but I hate that it's called chats because you're not chatting with the Copilot. You're directing it.
But you are, Dan.
Yeah, but it's
you're
not.
You're biz chatting.
Yeah, I know.
You're biz chatting, and it's a conversation between you and a very, understanding, affectionate.
I think we should cover this message, but I don't want to because it'll give away the joke for erstwhile. But I think we should.
Maybe we have to cover it last.
Yeah, maybe.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
So you might have all been wondering why we've been saying this erstwhile word throughout our episode.
If you've even
this
been
is the
paying
message
attention.
that inspired it.
Yeah. Okay.
Erstwhile.
I put it on there.
Good man.
Another Copilot Studio, which we're not going to cover because it's short and for all the other same reasons that we gave before.
Yeah. It's a feature. It's there. There's a blog post somewhere, but they haven't referenced it.
Yeah.
ALM. Another TLA to get our head around. Okay, so Teams easily... I like this. Okay, this is a really simple feature. And I think it's a quick mention. I first saw it in Loop. What do you do when you usually hyperlink text, Daniel? What's your quick go-to?
For Loop or for Teams or
for anything across the Microsoft stack? What would you do?
Well, initially I do Control V and
to
paste.
Copy the link. Yeah.
Well, Control C and to copy and then paste it.
You would What I mean is hyperlinking text, not just copy.
So you select the text, you right click on it or whatever, and say hyperlink and insert the hyperlink and the.
Okay. Did you ever get into the habit of using Control K to bring up that hyperlink dialog box?
Who?
Control K, like a shortcut to say hyperlink this selected text. Did you ever do that?
I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah, it's a shortcut key.
Okay.
I'm always taking shortcuts. Well, you don't even have to do that in Teams and Loop by that manner. But it is just select the text. If you've got a URL in your clipboard, when you select paste over the top of the select text, it'll hyperlink. Just like that. We're done. There it is in action.
But it's not. I'm confused by in the action bit. So. Okay, so it highlights it. How does it know what?
Who created this animated GIF?
I don't know, but why did you just do here's? Anyway, but because here's, but it's the wrong color. I mean, you can't even tell it's a link. Anyway, what? So, this could become bad.
Why?
Because, so what you're saying is, I copy a URL in browser, I paste it into chat, right? And then I'm typing and typing and typing, and then I highlight some text.
Yeah.
It's going later, even 10 seconds later, you highlight text, it's automatically going to make that text a hyperlink.
No, not hyperlink. No, sorry. You have to select the text and then paste. So you don't just select it and then it becomes. Let me show you.
Oh,
so
I
here's
see.
the
Okay.
message sent to message. Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to actually read it.
Here we go. We're talking about this message. Boom, 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 boom. Right, now we can see it. I have selected the URL to this message.
Yep.
I'm not actually going to, Control K and paste it in, or right click and say show me a link. I will paste this link out of my clipboard, and now it's hyperlinked.
Okay. I like it.
Here it is again.
You don't. I got it the first
you
time.
have to make the noise.
Okay. I got it when you did it at with the
Code.
with the erstwhile time.
Oh, erstwhile. Sorry, were you trying to work
With the
it in
erstwhile
there?
link.
Is this a dress rehearsal for using the erstwhile? Yeah, I think so.
How many people,
Okay.
and there's a few watching live right now, how many of you knew what erstwhile means before you joined this? And maybe you didn't hear our conversation, so you still don't. But if you knew what it meant before you came and joined this live show, or before it showed up in Message Center, don't cheat. Throw it in chat. I knew what erstwhile meant. I just want to know.
Yeah.
Are we just nincompoops?
You know how Mark Anderson is known for his regular posts of here's a new word?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that the person who wrote this message was talking to Mark Anderson.
I think so. He's reaching out to Mark. Please, Simon, help me.
Give me a new word to describe.
All right,
former.
so we're covering that, and it's going to be, you said quick.
Yeah, quicker than what we just did.
Cool. Yes.
But
Maybe not.
yeah, GIFs, man. Someone needs to work on their GIF.
Yeah, I know.
GIF magic.
Microsoft
sync
Outlook.
folder order.
Sync folder order. Yeah. So
It's Outlook Mobile specifically.
Sure.
Will now sync to match the folder order on web, Mac, and Windows platforms.
great.
So this, to me, feels like it's something important when you initially set it up, but what's to sync when maybe I just don't use enough of my other folders in Outlook on the mobile, but I
Yeah.
don't notice any noticeable delay at all.
No, I don't think it syncs. Period.
Hmm.
Now.
Well, it doesn't have to because it's already there.
Well, it syncs, but not the order at which you've got the folders.
Okay. But what I'm saying is it's so unnoticeable now. Like new messages come in. I've opened up my phone. Actually, they're already coming in the background anyway. So
I'm looking at it right now.
do I even notice the sync because it's already been delivered and shifted to the right folders even before I open the app?
It looks like it's in alphabetical order.
The folders are.
I'm looking.
Everyone, get out your Outlook mobile.
It looks like it's in alphabetical order on mobile. Although they are alphabetical in my... Oh, man.
Well, that's just you because you're being pedantic. But my archive folder is further down the list, and that begins with the letter A. That's right.
A. Right. Interesting.
I was waiting.
Okay. So unlike the erstwhile message before, we're not going to cover this.
Great call.
No, seriously, nobody has put it in
erstwhile
chat. Hey,
before.
I knew what erstwhile meant. Nobody.
No,
See?
no, that's right. Because it's true. It really did look like a spelling error.
Like you said, it looked like somebody's cat walked on their keyboard while they were...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, mechanical keyboard.
Oh, my.
Maybe the cat was named Ernest, and the cat just slightly failed at spelling
Okay.
its name.
Okay.
It took a pause too long. You know,
Casper, we really appreciate that. Really do. I think you know, maybe you can just buy me a coffee when you see
Any
me
other
or
ways to
something.
contribute?
You know, appreciate you trying. Really do. No cap. I know. That's
Toggle to the new
pretty
Outlook
cringe. Appreciate it.
is is
No, I didn't
something
mark
that,
that.
and I saw an article. What, you didn't?
I didn't. What?
You don't think it's interesting? You haven't come across this?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Toggle to the new Outlook. So it's for business, Microsoft 365 or business standard premium
Yep.
licenses will be toggled over from Classic to new Outlook for Windows after January 6th. Just toggled. You can switch back, but you'll be shifted to that new experience.
Yeah, I think this is
And,
kind of a dry run for when they do it for enterprise
trying
customers.
it out with. What, you mean they're not going to release this to enterprise immediately?
You know what I mean?
That's a no.
Nope.
Nope. But here's how it could affect you, and here's how to turn it off. That's the kind of message we're looking at here, isn't it?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to cover it?
Nah.
Anybody in chat want to cover
Why
it?
why should we warn people?
Okay.
Just let it happen.
Okay.
We could. It could be a quick mention to say this is something that's going to happen early next year. If you're an organization that would prefer to stay on Classic, here's the motions you need to go through.
How come I'm not finding
Be a
it?
quick mention.
What's the number?
The number is 926.
I don't have it.
895.
That's why I'm not finding it. Why don't I have this?
Oh,
Do you have
I
a
do
business
have
standard or
a
premium in
business
you?
standard
Wow.
subscription sitting in my tenant.
Okay, well that's
That'd be
that's
why.
the reason. You're gonna have to put that in. I can type it. It's not. Everybody can hear what you can hear me typing, right? It's
Yeah.
all right. It's in there. We'll do it. I'll put it in there and put it quick, and Daryl's gonna cover it. I've already assigned
Because
it to you.
Daryl has it. Which actually has reminded me to cancel that subscription.
There you go. See, this has been helpful.
Yeah, that is helpful. Oh, here's another person.
Yeah.
Peter. Most of my customers prefer to stay in Classic as long as possible. This might be interesting for them. Yeah.
Oh, this is 100%. This is coming to enterprise customers. I'm telling you that right now. It just
Yeah.
just not right now.
And it'll definitely be an action that you'll take as an admin to
Yep.
turn that off. But
Um,
in saying that, I'm the sort of person that actually quite likes it. So,
mhm.
I'm one of those unusual people who likes
Stop.
the new Outlook.
Just stop. There you go. Oh man, you finished the sentence.
I did, and look, all 5 people disappeared and dropped off from watching the.
So the next one is interesting. Issue awareness. Daryl.
Yeah. I read it briefly,
So
and then I got halfway through, and I kind of I don't read anymore.
yeah, you definitely dozed off. You
No,
doze
it's
off
just-
during
it's,
the
it's
show.
really interesting how responsible. I mean, sometimes you come across those messages where they say there was an issue. It went on for 2 days, and we thought we'd tell you about
Yeah.
it. What? There was a problem back between October 10th and October 14th,
Yeah.
where you may have had users could have created workspaces when they shouldn't have been able to.
Yeah.
Or users could have used edit in Pages for that new Copilot Pages function when they shouldn't have been able to. So it sounds like there was a window of time where something in the code or the service or the settings or whatever that was rolled out allowed people to use Loop when they shouldn't have been able to.
Yep.
So they're apologizing for that. What actions can you take? It's funny that they've got, I guess, they're reminding people about what you could do to turn it off. Loop have created, don't know, more information.
Well, that there is how you find it, and you can use the
Yeah,
audit logs, which,
right. If you're looking for those.
yeah,
So perhaps this is information like, oh, if you were interested in who within your organization might have got access and used this feature that you have deliberately turned off,
yeah, then you
between
can find it.
these
Which,
dates, you can find it using this.
well, which is, I mean, that's helpful. I, I looked at this and said, okay, I understand, but this is a health message. This is not a message center message, I don't think. And then, but it was a health message. The underlying issue was communicated in the service health dashboard. But I wonder, however, it has been determined that additional downstream services were also affected. So that's, I guess, why they're also doing a message. This message feels funny. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
we screwed up and we don't want to put another health message because that, yeah, you shouldn't. So where do we communicate this? And it feels like, I don't know. I'm gonna sound old, but it feels like this should have been an email. Like, I mean, you broke the service and
Yeah.
you should have sent an email. Hey, we screwed up. Here's how you do it. I don't know that it should be a message. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Well, an email, you, I guess they can use telemetry to target that email
no,
if they send
no.
it out.
It says we don't collect telemetry, which would confirm if you had users performing this noted action.
Oh.
But I mean, they do have. It says, however, we have identified that you have associated policies disabled in your tenant, and therefore may have had users doing this. So they have a little bit of telemetry to know that you couldn't have blocked this. So therefore, here it is. Do we cover it? Is the question.
No. It's just interesting, the type
Yeah.
of message. As commentary on how the message center works, this is interesting to see this type of message, but it's not really.
Yeah. And we covered it. I mean, seriously. So there's some
Just
value
now.
in people that are watching this and that will watch it, and got some value to understand what's going on.
Indeed.
People Hub improvements.
New Outlook for Windows, People Hub. People Hub coming soon.
Yep.
The updated People Hub will have
Modern.
modern contact management experience. Will retrieve and display
Ooh,
high
big
quality,
words.
complete, coherent,
Ooh.
and up-to-date information about the people that matter most to you.
How do you know they matter to me?
Because they collect telemetry? No, it's that graph thing, isn't it?
I guess. That was just very markety. Just saying.
It definitely. Matter most.
Um,
People Hub will contain unified view of a person with a profile, enriched context, and auto-hidden duplicates.
so is this saying
Multiple link sources.
so you can manage sources of where the information's coming from and then unlink contact sources?
Okay, yeah, let's actually say that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know how we used to be able to look, there's multiple contacts and
Yeah.
they're all going to be aggregated into one and you can link the sources. That's
Yeah.
what this is.
And it also says that contacts that are exact duplicates will automatically be hidden. Of course, because they're exact duplicates, but
They're still there for the next migration.
well, yeah. So it's
When
automatically
can I
on by
link?
default. Yeah, I think we should talk about this. Casper's
Okay.
like, Delve replacement. I don't know about that, but
Yeah,
aren't you,
we've removed
Casper?
the
Don't you
Delve
say that a
service.
lot?
Just go
though?
to Outlook.
Every time we do, I think he really is. Weren't you last week talking about saying something about Delve? I can't remember what it was. I feel like it was though. All right, last message that we have starred
Last
here.
one.
Viva Engage. Unregistered users in an external network will not receive community emails. Well, yeah, you would hope they wouldn't.
Great.
Unless they... Oh, interesting. Is this... So this is happening now. I just haven't experienced it. I didn't know this was an issue. You've invited someone to an external engage community. They haven't accepted it, but they go ahead and start receiving the messages.
What?
That's what this is saying now they're going to prevent.
Hey, that's a bit leaky, isn't it?
Okay.
You're welcome to join. We're going to tell you about all the stuff that you're missing out on. So hurry up and accept the invite.
Because you're going to start
Actually, that's
getting emails
probably
anyway.
the strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't have to join. You're sending it all to me.
Why join?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I hear you, Casper. The whole replacement for Delve is...
Erstwhile Delve.
Okay, we're going to cover that.
All right.
Because I said so.
Because you said so. Because we need the numbers.
Well, that's not necessarily true, but we're going to cover it.
What do we got? We got 7 messages.
It appears, although I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 6 starred. So I may have unstarred something that... Oh, that's right. You have one extra that I don't. Okay.
Yep.
You know, the only one that's like maybe is that... And I kind of want to rant on that.
Auto release and check-in. Yeah. Look, you need a good rant, Daniel. Let's do that. Let's do that. And if we're just doing 6, which one would we want to drop?
I'm not sure we do.
Yeah, let's leave them all. We need to explain this pin favorite section because
Yes, we definitely
ditto hidden.
Definitely do.
The hyperlinks one's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's quick, but it's fun.
Yeah.
People hub improvements. I don't know.
I mean, this show will not be like the erstwhile show. We will have 7 instead of 6. That may have been
Well,
a stretch,
more often than
but-
not, erstwhile we have combined messages
Oh my gosh.
to have more than 6.
Indeed.
Okay. Assignments.
I hope
I'm
people
happy
are
to do the
entertained. This is
hyperlink
fun.
thing.
This is fun. Come on. Come on. I'll do
Oh,
that.
is there anything here I don't want to talk about? I'll give it to Daniel.
Haha, I've already
Stored
claimed 2.
agents.
And then I'm going to claim...
You wanted to do the engaged unregistered thing, so you can do that.
Fine. Wait.
Daniel.
This is
Double
Dar-
Daniel.
This is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
And my other brother Daniel.
Daryl is going to do erstwhile.
Erstwhile, but we have to do that one last.
Right,
So
I moved it.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Look at
Remember
that.
the deal.
And
People Hub.
I think you're going to do the People Hub. Just because I typed it. How many? Whoa. That
No,
does
that's
give-
okay, because
that
remember
does
I'm
give
doing
you
one which
4.
you don't have.
Ah, okay.
You're doing 3, I'm doing
Love it.
4. All right,
Love it.
shuffle. We're good. So
Thank you.
Thank you for everyone joining us on
Thank
your Saturday morning if you're in my part of the world, or your Friday night.
Or the
wherever
people that
you're
watch the
viewing us
recording.
from.
You know.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Love to engage with you. Hit us up on all the socials that matter at 365MCS.
What socials do matter, Daniel? We need to do a special on that.
I don't think
That's
we
what
do.
need to Yeah, I'm sure.
And we may be banned from Mastodon again, so I probably need to go find that out. But
Well, you
but
can
no.
join Blue Sky then.
that one doesn't matter, so we're not there. But thank you so much for everyone for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. Hit us up.
Yep.
That's it
Excellent.
for now.
Bye, all.
Bye, all.
So it stopped there on the live, and
The cake's a liar.